going on, guys? It's Lou from Lou Review Stuff, back with another quick little weekend last few days pickup. I haven't had really much of a chance to really do a video. Last few days have been a little busy, tied up. I do coach youth sport, so so I've been really busy with playoffs and basketball playoffs and getting ready for my next sport that I'm going to coach after that. But we're going to get right into it. So the last few days, I have actually had a little bit of time just to go grab a couple things. Some things I just grabbed last week that I'm going to go over real quick what I got. So I've been out recently, and I know that I did speak about the Unbreakable sequels. That I already have Unbreakable over there somewhere, and I already had Split. I was able to find Glass. I think I picked up this at maybe Walmart. I know it's a DVD. I don't care. I just wanted the full collection, so I do have Unbreakable, Split, and Glass. This is a little 2-pack. If I ever find a Blu-ray for Glass, I will definitely pick that up, and so that I have them all individually. But right now, I do have the full collection now. Next thing. I also picked this up from the Walmart $5 bin. So Walmart do have the $5 bins. I think it's like $5, $7.50, and then I think it might be another price in there somewhere. I do see some Walmart bins have moved for under like $2-3 as well. But this is an Insidious 4-movie pack. I believe I have Insidious 1 already. But for all 4 for $5 or whatever it was, $5, that definitely was a great pickup. So I grabbed that. Next thing I picked up, it's definitely not the greatest movie. It is another one of the movies just I wanted it for a collection, not purposely to watch again. I will eventually watch it again just because, even though this universe is done. But it's Black Adam with The Rock. It was cheap. It was just there, and I was in one of the movies. I'm like, I might as well grab it while I'm here, just to put it with the rest of my DC films, just so I can complete the whole DC EU collection. But yeah. The Rock and Black Adam. I picked that up. Another thing that I picked up was Office Space. I believe I got this from where is this? Another thrifting store, not Goodwill, but somewhere else. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. I'm always forgetting. But yeah, I picked this up Office Space. I really enjoyed this movie when it came out when I was a kid. I enjoy it more now as an adult and working in the office. So I relate to this movie a lot. I understand. So I picked up Office Space. Another thing I picked up, Wayne's World. I know that I saw Wayne's World 2 in a Goodwill near my job. Recently it was the Blu-ray, but I was like, I do not want to pick that up until I get Wayne's World 1. So now that I have this, I will go pick up Wayne's World 2. Hopefully it's still there tomorrow. It has been there last few weeks, so now that I have 1, I will go try to pick up 2 if it's still in a Goodwill. Hopefully it's still for $2 or whatever it was, the price. So I think I saw the Blu-ray for Wayne's World 2. So I'll pick that up, whatever the price is. I'll go grab that and try to grab that tomorrow. Next thing that I picked up, I've been, all over the place. Let's hold up on that. I picked up Denzel Washington 5-movie collection. I am in the process of trying to grab all of Denzel Washington's movies. I do already own Training Day. I know I own that in 4K. I know I own the Book of Eli in Blu-ray. Malcolm X, obviously, I own that. I believe I own that, the Criterion 4K. But I did not own Pelican Brief. And what's this last one? Fallen. I'm not really familiar with Fallen. But at the end of the day, I think I made, what is this? Yeah, $1.99 for 2 movies or $1 each, pretty much, for these 2 films. They are individual discs. I think it might be back and front. Yeah, so it's 5 different discs in here. I know you can't probably see that, but they're all in here, so that works for me. A couple dollars. Another thing, when I was looking around, I'm not sure if I did these on video. I know I did a picture of them, but I'm not sure if I put them on video. So at Dollar General, they have random DVD, Blu-ray sales. All the movies are not included, so they'll put up a sale, say, hey, DVDs are $2.50 or 50% off, and they'll have a big sign. But then every movie in the collection is not on sale, so you got to look through and look at the stickers. I had grabbed like 7 movies from that sale, and I was looking at it. Then I went to the register. I was like, hey, how much are all these? Because I just wanted to figure it out, because I didn't want to just pick up stuff that I really didn't want unless it was for the sale. If it was for the sale, I would have grabbed it. It wasn't worth it. You understand? So one of the movies I did pick up, this was not part of the sale, but if you can see on the tag, it is $2.95. This is a Pilgrimage. The only reason I picked this up because I saw it had Tom Holland in there, Spider-Man. So I grabbed this movie. Can't hurt to watch. So yeah, pick this up. I did do a quick Google on it when I was in the store. It seemed interesting. So a nice little Blu-ray I picked up. from Dollar General. Next thing I picked up, again, another actor that I am trying to pick up all his movies, is Will Smith. So this is Collateral Beauty. I checked my picture. I normally have a picture of most of my movies on file with me, or trying to make sure I don't double buy until I get all these movies organized in one of them DVD, CD collection apps. So I picked this up for $4.95 from Collateral Beauty. Another thing that I picked up, I know, yeah. So I picked this up from Church Goodwill something. It was like a small little church location where movies were 50 cents. This was Artificial Intelligence. I remember watching this when I was younger, and I really enjoyed it. I haven't seen it since. So this was 50 cents, so I picked that up. Another movie, Eve's Bayou. I know I saw this when I was younger. Don't really remember much about it. I just remember it was, a good film, so I definitely picked that up. Another thing that I picked up, where did I get this from? I picked this up. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. I believe I own I Know What You Did Last Summer somewhere in my house. I have to go look around, but I definitely picked this up. This is definitely a great, the 1 and 2 were good. I'm not sure if they did any more past that, but I would really, really enjoy having these movies. So I really enjoy watching these movies, so I definitely picked this up. Another Denzel movie, Out of Time. Just another quick little pickup when I was just running around looking for stuff. The next thing that I picked up was Higher Learning. This is definitely a very important movie. Another movie I'm going to add to my collection over here. I haven't seen this in so many years, but I really enjoyed it. Hopefully I get a chance to watch with my kids as they get older. They can watch this with me and, enjoy the film like I did. The next thing that I picked up, so I picked up some more stuff. Hold on, let me grab some slide over here real quick. Got a couple more things. It was all over the place this weekend, last week. I picked up Tag. I believe that I got this from Goodwill. Yeah, it's with the slip cover and everything. Another one of them, just funny movies, fun guy, jokey, some slightly inappropriate movies. I grabbed that. Another thing that I picked up, I've been looking, I actually saw this in a Goodwill that I go to near my job, is The Hangover 1 and 2 on Blu-ray. I was about to buy these actually about a couple weeks ago, and I had 1, 2, and 3 in my hand. And of course, you're at Goodwill, you always check the disc. I had 3, and that was it had the DVD in there and not the Blu-ray. So I was like, I don't want to do it unless I'm gonna get all 3. No, I'm sorry, one of them, I'm not sure it wasn't 3. It was one of them did not have the Blu-ray, had the DVD in there instead. Somebody took it out, switched it out. So I do have 1 and 2 now. So now I'm gonna go back and see. Hopefully 3 is there. Hopefully that store had more than 1 copy. So I'm gonna go back and look again and complete this the Hangover collection. Next thing I picked up, I went to this store. It's a comic book store, trinket store, cards, all that type of stuff. But they sell 50-cent DVDs and 250 Blu-rays, 4Ks, or whatever it is. And then they also have other, things in the store. So I picked up, the first thing I picked up was Sherlock Holmes. I believe this is with Robert Downey Jr. And this is the Steelbook Blu-ray. And I saw this first, and I like picking up Steelbooks when I see them just to see if I grabbed it first. I was like, all right, I see this. I'm going to grab it and pick it up. And I was like, wait, hold up. Let me go do my Googles. Let me find out. Is this 1, 2? What is it? This is 2. Looking around, film part 1. So now I have Sherlock Holmes 1 and 2. These are movies I've not seen, but I will be watching. Like Robert Downey Jr., of course, obviously from his Marvel stuff, Tropic Thunder, and then a few other movies. But yeah, so I picked both of these up. These will be added to the collection. Next thing I picked up was Taken. This is the 2-disc extended cut. Really enjoy these movies. I'm not sure if I own any of them. I know I might have talked about them before, so I might have picked it up again. I will have to definitely look around, but I picked up Taken Blu-ray. Next thing that I picked up was Get Hard with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart. I vaguely remember this movie. Again, one of them other comedies that inappropriate. I picked that up. Good to have. Next thing I picked up is Vice. This has Christian Bale, Amy Adams, Steve Carell, and Sam Rockwell. I'm not sure who Sam Rockwell is, but the first 3 people, obviously Christian Bale, he played Batman. Amy Adams, I believe she was in Mean Girls. I could be wrong. And Steve Carell from The Office. I've looked in here. It won some awards. Possibly was nominated for some awards. So I picked this up just so I can go get look at it and see what it is about. It's about, I believe, Dick Cheney. So yeah. Next thing I picked up, Tomb Raider. This is the more recent one, I believe. I'm not sure. It came out in 2010 somewhere. Just pick this up. Can't hurt to have it. Just another, popcorn movie to have in the collection. What else? Let me see. Where did I get this from? I don't know. Yeah, I picked this up. Where did I get? I'm not sure if I got this. I got this from the Goodwill because it still has this Walmart sticker on it, but I didn't get this from Walmart. It's a journal for Jordan. Has Michael B. Jordan in it. I vaguely remember hearing about it. I might have seen the trailer. But yeah, this is another. Yeah, I got it somewhere. It was $3, so I picked this up. I might have got it for a deal actually because I wouldn't pay $3 for this. But I'm glad that I do have it in the collection. Next thing that I picked up. Hopefully, I did not make a mistake. As you know, I've been watching. I have been trying to pick up all the Star Wars movies. I believe I had all of them until I realized I picked up The Last Jedi like 3 times. Cause I was thinking Last Jedi, that's the last one, not realizing, thinking about it. That wasn't the last one. That wasn't was it 9? Episode 9. So this is Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. I believe this is part 9. So I can close off that Star Wars collection now and go from there. So yeah, pick this up. It's still in the case. So yeah, nice little pickup right there. Next thing that I picked up, it was kind of oops, but it works for me. So I was looking through the movies, as you know, in Goodwill, wherever you go for thrifting, look at your stuff. So I was looking through movies, taking movies out the sleeves, putting them back in, make sure the movies was in there. So I saw this. It's Pacific Rim. Has this 3D or not, some type of hologram cover. And I guess when I was doing it, I made a mistake. So actually, it's not Pacific Rim. It is Frozen. I guess at the point when I was just moving stuff around, looking through, I was just putting stuff back in the slip covers, made a mistake. So I picked this up. I believe I do have Pacific Rim somewhere in the house without a slip cover. So I'm going to go look and put this on there, and that works there. And then I have Frozen. I've seen Frozen plenty of times. I saw the movie before my kids were watching it. Thought it was really good. Good songs. I haven't seen Frozen 2, but I have seen Frozen 1 plenty of times before my kids and still currently with my kids. So, nice little pickup, and can't hurt to have this additional Pacific Rim slipcover. What else did I pick up? So I got this the other day. The Iron Giant. It's just, I picked this up honestly for the box. I don't know how I'm going to fit this into my collection. I don't know if anything is even in here. Hopefully it doesn't have this rock because this is a Warner Brothers film. I'm not sure when this was printed, but it's still in the sleeve, the Iron Giant. I showed this to my daughter. I just showed her to like the box, like, hey, look at this. And she's like, oh, that's scary. She's 5, so everything's scary to her. But I did pick this up. I will, eventually open this. Hopefully it's watchable and there's nothing special in this box. I don't think nothing is in here. It just feels like an extra big box. So that's that. The next thing that I picked up, I actually picked this up when I was looking, at the Paramount sale at Barnes & Noble. I was just looking around for stuff. I believe I picked up a couple things there with my daughter. So let me see if I can find those for you real quick. Those were kitty movies, I believe, too. So what did I grab with her? Oh, there we go. And one more movie. There we go. I went to Barnes & Noble, was looking there with my daughter after school one day, just looking around, letting her just look around. So she picked up the Knuckles series. Like I said, we have been watching Sonic. We had seen all 3 of the movies, and she hadn't seen Knuckles. I guess she just didn't look at it on Paramount Plus because she's, still just hadn't seen this on Paramount Plus. So I have been looking at this before, and it's 50% off, so pick this up for her. The next thing I picked up is the SpongeBob movie. I can't believe this says it's 25 years old. That's crazy. I feel like I was an adult when this came out. I guess I'm not. Yeah, I thought I was an adult when SpongeBob movie came out. I must not have been. But my daughter saw this. She saw this before I did. She said, "Hey, Dad, I want SpongeBob." I'm like, "You don't even watch SpongeBob." She's like, "I want this movie. I want the movie." And she went through the cases and looking. She's like, "I found it," and she picked this up. And then when I was still looking for that, the next thing that I found was the Mario Brothers movie from '93. I remember a lot of people. Everybody doesn't love this movie. It's not critically acclaimed and nothing like that. It had its, its funness, its weirdness. But I thought this was a good thing to pick up. I think I actually did this in a separate transaction. So I ended up paying maybe $8 for this. Because I had a $5 off coupon. So I did this in a separate transaction just to see what it was. So I paid $8 for this. I did see on Amazon and other retailers it might be like $20 for the Blu-ray. And then I saw some people said that Umbrella did a 4K of this. So I can definitely go look at that. I'm not sure if I will do that upgrade, but right now this is something I'm good to have in the collection. I will watch this with the kids and, you know, see what we can do and review about that. Okay, the next thing that I picked up was this. So this was just some junk. So this is the Dark Knight. Obviously this is already open. It's like a Batman mask with the disc on the back. I own the Dark Knight and I own it on DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K. Obviously, you know, great film. I went and opened it, so it is the Batman mask. I'm going to put this in the back of my my theater, and then on the back it has the disc. Probably would never watch these discs because, like I said, I do have that in DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, so I have every format of this film. I'm gonna just clean this up a little bit and then just put this probably somewhere in like on the shelf somewhere just to look. I'll just mount it somewhere so it looks good on the wall. What else did I grab? A couple more things. We almost done here. So also, like, when I'm looking out for movies, I'm looking out for VHS movies. So I picked up Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. This was 50 cents, so I picked that up. And then I also picked up Indian Uncovered. I loved this movie as a kid. It's a great movie. I don't know what studio did this. If it is streaming, it's just Paramount. So it could be on Paramount Plus. It could be on Disney Plus. I have no idea. I honestly have not checked. But I remember this movie as a kid. It was an amazing movie as a kid. As a 36-year-old man now, I don't know if it's still amazing, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be watching this very soon. Hopefully this is another movie that my kids will enjoy once we get the chance to watch together. And the last thing that I did pick up, my wife and I were actually getting in the process. We're starting to watch this now. We're going to start watching the show. I watched it when I was a kid. Watched it with my mom, actually. I think it came out like 99, 2000. So I was a little bit over 10 at that time. And I started watching this with my mom back in the day. We watched it all the way through. And it's The Sopranos. So I saw this in the Goodwill. So this is the first thing I saw when I went to Goodwill. I just saw this big box. I was like, wow, that looks nice. I'm like, is that the full series? Is that the DVDs, the Blu-rays? What is that? I was like, and I picked it up. I was like, Dad, it's got some weight to it. So it's actually the VHS copies. So this is more so just for the box and the aesthetic and the look. But it does have the first season all here on VHS tapes. So I will not be watching these on this. I'm going to keep watching them on Max because it's easier, and the Max has done something because they do look crisper and the skin looks a little bit more clear. But this is going to just be a nice piece to have in the collection for my VHS section. So I'm going to have this whole collection here. If I find any more, I will grab it. But right now, this just looks really good. So this is the last piece I picked up this week. So if you have any questions about my pickups or anything like that, like, comment, subscribe, give me some comments and, give me some feedback. And we'll be back in here probably next week. All right, thanks. Peace.